welcome to the Think Loud Crew podcast. We are three moms getting real with motherhood, dating, our work, and our WTFs.
Shannon, I really like your shirt.
Thank you. It's from Simple Heart Co.
Her shirt
Coolest
says
mom in the stand. I
love
need
that.
one.
I need that too.
It's my favorite shirt to wear to
we're
hockey.
All sports moms.
And then
one.
hockey moms are always like, you should be the coldest mom in the stand. Ha ha ha.
I got it.
That's actually kind of
Not the coolest, but the coldest.
I like that. That's good.
No, this is my favorite shirt, and I thought I would wear it today.
Wow, I haven't seen that on her site.
She did like a series for I think it was like last year I got it, and it was like a little series that she did.
Was it the same series where she did the soccer mom hats?
Maybe.
Oh, wait.
I wear my soccer
But it
mom
popped
hat.
up, and I was like, oh, I need some cool sport mom
gear.
gear, and I
Yeah.
thought this was like the coolest thing I could
I
find.
love it.
And it says coolest.
Coolest, because I'm the coolest mom and the coldest.
Oh my god. So guys,
Oh my
today we're gonna
God.
play a game, but we're gonna do a quick check. Quick. We're looking at you, Kyle. Quick. You don't understand quick. We're gonna do a quick check-in first. Shannon, do you wanna go first?
Yesterday Parker got his yellow belt.
Woo!
He finished a whole week of school. Karate! He did so good.
I can't stand Cheyenne right now.
Karate!
Talking about quick.
I thought we had to specify what he got a yellow belt in.
He got a yellow belt in karate. Well,
karate. I just want to say karate like that.
Keep going.
everyone came out to support him.
I saw that.
And yes, I posted and deleted.
Why?
So if you guys saw, I posted on my story Parker's whole support system.
But why did you delete it?
I don't know.
Did it get awkward?
It got awkward for me. Because I
Why?
kept looking at it. I'm like, oh shit.
Who was the other guy?
That's
Is that the uncle?
That's the wife's brother. So it's his uncle,
okay.
yeah.
I was trying to figure out why is he always
So
around?
he was on the trip.
Yeah, he's
So-
been in a lot of pics. I'm like, who is this other man?
You
What
said
is
it
happening?
the other man. You said it the other time. You said, who's that?
I'm like, does sis got two husbands and we just don't know?
Put us on game.
I'm like, what is going on?
No, that's the uncle. I think he helps out a lot with like the two babies. 'Cause
Oh, nice.
They're both.
Shannon, put the picture back. That's really rude. Imagine how she felt knowing that you put it up
I
and then
don't
took it
even
down.
know. I don't even know if she follows me.
I'm sure she saw.
Okay. Well, anyways, it was really nice. So me and Robert took a picture together, and then we all took a picture
I love
of his
that.
little support team.
Who initiated you and Robert taking the picture?
She did.
I like her.
She's like, Shannon, where's Rob? Like, get the baby. Like, let's take a picture. And I was like, oh, come with us. She's like, no,
I'd
it's
be
for you to
curious
take a picture.
I
to
like
talk
her
to
a lot.
Can we
I
go
do
to lunch
too.
with her one day?
No, we're not going to scare her. But I really like her. That's my vibe. Because Parker needs pictures with his parents.
Yes.
Yes.
And she was like, come on, let's take a picture, get Parker, let's do this. So I appreciated that. Because sometimes, like, I'm like,
It's a little
it is awkward, and I'm still trying to figure out where we all stand. And that day, yesterday, I was like, this is beautiful. Because then we all went to pizza afterwards.
I love it.
Everybody, my parents included, and we all sat at Prime Pizza and had, like, talked and just were all together.
Wow.
It
I
was
just
a
got
nice-
the chills. I
It was
like
very
this.
nice. And I think Parker was so proud, and it was just like the cutest little moment to see Parker interact with his brother, the oldest one, and it's just so funny. But yeah, so that's kind of how my week has been. Kind
Have
of
you
like
held the baby?
not yet. I was like goo goo gaga.
Stop.
I really wanted to. I kept like insinuating like I would hold your baby, Robert, but
You were putting the energy out
I
there.
was
You're
putting
like,
it-
somebody catch
I kept
my
saying,
drift.
I want one. He's so cute. I want one. He didn't get the memo.
Yo,
But I was feeding the other baby because he kept coming up to me. His name is Pharaoh. He came up to me and eating my pizza. And the mom was like, he was like, girl, he just liked to eat. She was like, I'm so sorry. Because the first time I got my pizza, he's like, mine. And he just stuck his little finger in my pizza. And I was like, okay.
Pharaoh.
So it was
I
really
think it's
cute.
cute.
It was
I'm here
really,
for
really
this.
cute.
I want to
I'm
meet
happy
her.
for you.
I think we should.
I didn't
I
say
do
lunch.
too.
I just said I want to meet her. Lunch is like scary.
Is it?
I mean, hey, do you want to go to lunch with me and my friends? And then next thing you know,
Have you done that with
next thing you
Taylor?
know, it's gonna be like, hey, you want to come to my podcast?
Right.
At
Hey,
lunch.
Want to come to my podcast?
We like you.
We've done group
lunches.
lunches and dinners and stuff. Like how you guys like,
Yeah.
you know, after the event, we'll go out to eat and everybody sits and eats.
But not like
but
your
not like a
girlfriends.
one-on-one. Like, hey, no,
Hey,
not like
come join me and my girlfriend.
Yeah, no. I think that there are boundaries
Yes.
that
Okay,
still
fine
have to be
then.
respected.
I'm not coming for you at lunch then.
Yeah. Just
even
so
coming
that
for you, just
everybody's
like, hey,
comfortable. It's not so much of like you stay on your side of the street and I'm gonna stay on mine. But
it's
it's
like,
just
yeah.
comfortable.
Guess I gotta wait till birthday party in February.
Yeah.
It's just comfortability. And you don't want to make anyone feel awkward either.
Right.
So
Like, hey, this is.
yeah, group things is great because then afterwards everybody's
We're
there.
so
You know
And
what I
then
mean?
she can go
Yeah.
to her, go to
can
Robert
leave
or
us.
to family or whatever.
Exactly. But one-on-one, I feel like that's intimidating, and it's almost like I would feel like if like Taylor asked me to go to lunch. Well, no, I wouldn't feel bad. I wouldn't feel intimidated. I would just feel like, damn, does she want to talk about something?
Like, is something,
going
what's
on?
wrong?
Right, like what's wrong?
What's going on?
Yeah. Unless I would probably ask though before I would agree to the lunch.
Like,
Am I in trouble? Like, are you in trouble? Is he in trouble? Do you
What's
know
going
something I
on?
don't know?
What is
what do you got to tell me, sis?
Right.
on?
It would give me high anxiety.
How was Parker's first week of school?
His first week of school was good. We went in kind of a little nervous, a little shaky, but his teachers gave us a whole rundown of like what he missed. So that weekend, party weekend, I got it together and I had him read and do all the things that before, like to prep him, make him feel good. But he was so excited. He was so excited about homework, his first year having homework.
What grade is he in?
Third.
Wait, they don't normally get homework?
Damn.
Remember, it's Sequoia.
I know it's
progressive learning. So
Dang. I just didn't realize there was
what
no
his homework was last year was just reading, but this year it's reading, but we're writing in, doing a log, doing like what happened in the story, what are the characters, what are the character traits, and then list homework. So he's really proud this year. I'm feeling the confidence. I had my first back to school night and everything is falling into place. I feel like this week was like me. I feel like a shift is coming and like it's a new season. It's a shift. I started yoga and rolled myself into a 2-week session. And I just feel like a shift is coming. And I keep feeling it this week. And I'm like, something's happening.
It was a productive week, I felt.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Something's happening. My birthday's coming up, and I just feel like a shift. I feel like at the end of the year, you feel like something's doing. You have to go harder.
For sure, I have to go harder.
So that's what I'm feeling. Like this week, I was writing down my financial stuff, like my goals to get a car by the end of this year, and just
We want a new car?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
start
looking
praying
at
on
an
it, Mike.
Audi Q5.
Oh, we know specifics.
The fuck is that? That sounds expensive.
Or I called you the other day because I wanted to know if you liked your car. So I want a
do.
bigger car just
In
for
my
all
car-
the freaking gear.
I didn't know Volkswagen and Audi are in the same family.
Yeah.
So I'm like, my next car might be an Audi.
Travis, can you clip where Shannon said, like, I'm feeling like a shift is coming or like a new season?
Love that.
All right. Love that.
Producer shy.
We need to get more clips. So I'm
Yeah.
going to listen today to get more clips.
But yeah, I feel like this has been a good week. It's a challenging week just because it was slow for work, but I got a lot of things done mentally and on paper and bills paid and things in order.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
All right.
love it.
New and 35 and fly, 35 is, I don't know what 35 rhymes with.
You are in like a rapping singing mood.
Yes. Do
I
we need
love
to get you
this.
in the studio later?
Are
No,
you?
my
are you okay?
child is in theater and she was up singing songs all night.
I love
so
that.
Rhyming is in my head right now.
I love it. Wait, has Parker seen Hamilton?
He saw the movie, yeah.
But like,
Not
live?
not live. No.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can get tickets because I know I'm late to the game, but I think it's still out here at like the Pantages or Orpheum or something.
Oh, really?
And I wanted to
Is
take
it?
the kids because Boz has been singing Hamilton nonstop.
Let's do it.
So maybe we can do like a mommy
Hamilton
kid date.
day?
Yes.
Okay.
How was your week?
I've had a great week. Oh my gosh, so far, a little birdie. I'm drinking coffee, which I don't normally do, and so I don't know how it's gonna make me feel.
Shitty.
Oh. Really?
Like, you might poop.
Okay.
You might have an episode like me.
Oh, I
Okay, so
pause.
let's talk about your week.
Okay, I had a good week. I just felt very loved, very appreciative of like my family and like my support system. So just thank you all for making me feel so special.
Love you.
I had a wonderful, beautiful, grown and sexy like birthday. I had friends fly in town, which was really, really great. Shout out to everyone that got on a plane to come celebrate me. It was just a really, really good night. Other than that, I've just been like on mom mode. What I do appreciate in my co-parenting sphere of my life, Messier did come out for the weekend and he did help with the boys and he took Ryder and Ace. He was a donkle. He was daddy uncle for the weekend.
Dunkle sounds
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Dunkle sounds. That's not okay.
It sounds like a nasty
Yeah,
word.
that's
Dunkle.
crazy.
Well,
to
anyways,
say.
he was a donkle for the weekend.
He was being a dad
was-
slash
He was in
uncle.
daddy uncle mode. He
That
had
sounds better.
all
So much
4
better.
kids. They had a great time.
They came back.
Exhausted. We had never seen all 4 of them. Like,
I thought he beat him up.
Really?
They were dead bodies. Dead.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
was
kept
dead
watching
bodies.
his
Yes.
stories. That man took those kids
they were
everywhere.
in the pool.
Yes.
They did like Kid Empire. Like they were
They
out.
went to lunch and then went back to Kid Empire. I
Yes.
said, you ran these kids to the ground.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, and then he
No.
said they were knocked. I was like,
It's
I'm
like-
sure.
When they
I
came
love
back to the
that.
house, it was like, did you give them all 10 doses of melatonin? Because like the babies were asleep. Ryder was like knocked out. Boz was knocked out. And Cheyenne, Zach, and I were like, okay, y'all, let's mentally prepare ourselves for them
Yeah.
to be bouncing off the walls. And they were all like, and it was like,
Ryder couldn't go to school the next
what did
day.
you do?
Really? Because she was that tired.
Her body was so sore from Kid Empire.
Oh, that's.
So they played
great.
hard.
They
They
played,
had a great
They
weekend.
were being kids.
They played really hard.
They were
I
in the
love that.
pool. And then they were in the pool that morning before they came back to the house.
Yeah, and then Mez
I have a
and Boz kept going. They got in my pool too. I was like, I don't know how he's still going.
Mind you, this is when the heat wave was going on, so it was like 100+ degrees outside. Like,
And you guys are in the valley, yeah.
yeah, it was like
I live in the
110 out
desert.
there.
Yes,
it
you
was
do.
really, really hot.
Okay, it feels like the devil's dick hole. That's where I live right now. All right, literally inside the hole.
That's the title of this episode. Devil's,
Devil's
Dick
Dick
Hole.
Hole.
Like that is how hot
That's
it feels.
wild.
You go outside and it literally feels like you're walking
That's the
inside
title.
of
You are peeing flames.
the devil's dick hole. I'm not kidding. That's how hot it felt.
I mean,
Everything that was outside melted. The kids' goggles melted.
Really?
Everything melted.
How was the turf this weekend? Because I know sometimes like the
the goggles.
windows can reflect and start fires in turf.
got-
I've learned about.
the windows tinted so that our turf does not catch fire from the reflection because
Oh, that's
we live in the devil's dick hole.
damn.
It's hot.
That's crazy.
It's
that
beyond hot.
It was warm for your birthday party.
It was hot outside to
It was
me.
100 degrees
Yeah.
during the birthday party.
at 10 o'clock at night.
It was still
It
like
was
in the
warm.
90s.
It was crazy.
It was up there. But other than that, I had a great birthday.
Yeah,
Kids were worn out. I didn't know Ryder stayed home on Monday. Boz had to stay home on Tuesday. He went to school Monday. But Tuesday, he was just like, it was so hot, the kids couldn't go to sleep.
Yeah, it was
Like,
hot.
he was literally up to like 11, 12 o'clock, like trying to adjust and was like, Mom, this just isn't working. Like, what? Can you do something? Like, fix this. And I was like, I can't. Like, there's nothing I can do about the weather. But yeah, he was home on Tuesday. So lately, Boz has been having like a lot more meltdowns and like little tantrums because he misses his dad. And I think they had like such a great summer. He's just like not really. He's just, he's getting older. He's asking a lot more questions. He's trying to figure things out. So I reached out to one of my friends who has her doctorates. I don't exactly know what her title is in like child psychology. Reached out to her, kind of let her know what's going on, and was like, I'm at a point now where like I am looking for external help. and she referred to me a child psychologist or therapist with black male, a family therapist, and someone who does behavioral therapy, which is very much like I got excited about because I know I just read a lot of literature and like just studies and like techniques and whatnot, and I learned that boys are more receptive to activity-based therapy versus talk therapy. So I had my first I had a consultation this weekend with her, or this past week. I was super excited. I was really nervous. And next Tuesday, we have our first behavioral therapy appointment at the house.
What does Mez think about this?
Is he on board or is he like...
I think he's just like, okay. Like, I told him what's going on, but I think he'll have a better understanding, like, when we all speak to each other. Because I gave her, like, my rundown on Tuesday. It's Boz's early day, so between getting out of school and soccer, we've got an hour appointment. She's like, the more the merrier in terms of the village. You have, like, a strong support system, so I'm asking Mom and Dave to be there. Nana's going to join us. Mez will be on Zoom.
So what does she do? Come to the house?
She comes to the house, but she'll, like... It'll be like coping skills or emotional like development, like just how to express, place anger, like frustration when he is feeling really big emotions, rather than just completely melting down. Maybe we can write a letter, or draw a picture, or go play a sport, or do something constructive with our hands, or I don't know. There's different techniques that she's going to be teaching. So I thought this could be more beneficial versus just like talk therapy, because it's actually giving me like a plan of action on like how to handle these situations or how to de-escalate like the big yelling, screaming, crying moments. Because like the other day he had a meltdown for like an hour and 20 minutes. And it was like consistent. Like he was really sobbing, crying. And it wasn't like, he wasn't kicking, he wasn't screaming. He was just crying. Like he was just so emotionally just, I think, overwhelmed and confused. And since he's gone back from DC with his dad, they've just been happening longer, like more often, more frequently. And they've actually like gotten longer in time. So
it'd be good for you to get the tools that
yes.
you need to
give myself
so
the tools.
you're not getting so depleted while he's
giving Boz the tools. And then also I think it'll help in terms of Mezzy and I co-parenting, because then it'll help put us on like a more on the same page in some regard to the kids. And then as we're like moving, I really want to have like our family rules, morals, and values set in place with her assistance, so that, we can just kind of keep everything across the board. So when there are moments of needing to like pivot or redirect or discipline or de-escalate or validate, we all kind of have like the same toolkit so that it is consistent along the board. Yes. So looking forward to that. I was really nervous at first, and then after speaking with her, I sat there for a second. I was like, this is a good parenting moment. Like, it was one of those moments. I talked to one of my friends, and she literally started crying. She was like, I wish my parents had done this for me, because as a child, like, they just kind of shut her out. And she's like, as an adult now, I still have issues of how to deal with my emotions, or how to cope in certain situations, or how to navigate emotions in general. So she was like, I just really want to commend you. Like, you're taking the steps to really be that intentional parent that you want to be. And it just kind of made me emotional. So I was like, I feel like that was like my birthday gift to like myself and my family in terms of taking that step. And I look forward to it, and I will share more as our journey develops. And if anyone has worked with a behavioral therapist within their home, their family, I would love to hear your input and just kind of keep that conversation going, because there are tools out there to help our children and parents in situations when we're like, help, or just like, I don't really know how to deal with this. So and I don't understand all of Boz's emotions right now, because we were raised differently and our family dynamic has been different. So it's okay to
I'm excited to see what she says.
Yeah, me too.
And then she can also come to your house too we can do like sessions at your house with Boz, just because I know he frequents your house,
to your
and like
house.
that way we all are on the same, like we can all utilize these tools, and it's cool because that ripple effect, we can use it with Ace.
Yeah,
and
'cause I was gonna kick his
Zaire
ass
and
the other day.
Ryder. Like, what happened?
He slammed the shit out of my door when he was having a tantrum, and I'm like, you can hurt yourself or hurt
Right.
somebody.
Yes.
And then he locked it. He was about to get his ass kicked.
Like a bedroom door.
the
So he
bedroom
slammed
door
it and then locked the door.
downstairs. He's done it before, like, and I'm like, bruh.
What are you?
I don't want you to
I
hurt
know
yourself.
I already
Yeah.
know.
Oh, and the parenting styles are different. You know,
That's what I was
Kyle's
about to say.
very gentle.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
We
I
are
know
not.
you said.
We are not the gentle parent, okay?
I talk.
Zach
a lot.
went and got
I
a
don't.
belt and was like, do you see the belt? Do you see the belt? I understand what this belt does, right?
God damn.
So bring her over to our house because we're not playing the.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I'm like, no, cut it out, okay?
People are always
But
like,
I admire you.
"You've got
that
so
you can
much
do that."
patience,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, I think I'm going crazy
I have. I'm
inside.
gonna beat your.
Zach was walking around with the belt on his neck. I was like, oh, we just got real old school real quick. It reminded me of how we grew up. Like,
Yes.
when my aunt would walk around with a wooden spoon.
It was
you
a
knew,
wooden spoon.
You knew if that spoon was out, don't fuck with her
her.
today, okay? So, no, the other night, Zach pulled that belt out. He didn't have to
was
use
not
it
playing.
because as soon as Boz saw it, he set up real quick.
Oh, this was with Boz?
Yes.
Oh,
I thought you said
I
Ace.
thought Ace.
No, this is Boz, girl. This was Boz. This is your child.
Slammed the door and locked it.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said
you said Ace slammed the door and
No,
locked it.
Boz.
You definitely did.
Boz
Oh.
slammed the door and locked it. And Zach went and got a belt for Boz.
They got a belt on my child.
Yes. Ace has never seen the belt because Ace has been getting flicked and popped since he
Was
was
out the womb.
out the womb. Okay, he
Boz knows belt
Boz
means
got the belt.
bad. Like,
yes. Boz set up real quick when he saw Zach with the belt, and Zach explained to him the belt, the holes, what the buckle was, and Boz was like, "I'm good." I'm good now.
I pulled a belt out one time with Boz to show him like this, you know, when he folded in half and,
And
you
you-
click
yes.
it. I said, it was one day he was going to try. I said, "You mess with me again, I'm putting your hand in here and I'm popping it." And he said, "I'm gonna stop."
I don't know. As soon as he saw the belt, all of a sudden he was fine again. And I'm like, that's all we had to
I
do.
bet if I
is
pull
just scare him a little bit with that.
I wonder if I ever pulled a belt. I've never pulled a
bet
belt
you
out
never
for
No,
used
kids.
it was. It didn't have to get used. He just had to see it. It was Boz. He had a full blown tantrum, and what he does at my house when he has tantrums, he runs.
He runs somewhere.
He runs somewhere really fast and slams doors.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. But normally I just let him go and I just say, "Come out when you're ready." But this time he had locked the door, and I don't like that.
You're like,
So
you
then-
can hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Bro, he locked me out the bedroom one day. And I
So
was
then
like,
that's when the belt had to come
Right.
out and say hello. Just say hello.
sir.
It didn't get used.
just a reminder.
But it was
I
just a
exist.
reminder if you lock doors in this house.
What this does on the
Yes.
belt.
Oh my god.
I'm
I
dead.
thought that was an Ace story this whole time.
No.
That's wild.
Ace is
You said nope. Ace knows.
Ace knows.
Speaking of Ace, how has he been doing in school?
So he's good. He does better when other people drop him off. The teacher says when I drop him off, he gives me the blues and goes really sad and wants mommy. But when his dad drops him off, he's like, "Bye, Dad. I'm happy. See you later. You come and pick me up, right?" She's like, he goes through a checklist. And yeah, so I've kind of been staying away
That's
from
why is that his
drop-offs.
voice too?
That's so his voice.
His voice.
Bye, Dad. Come pick it up. Dad. I'm like,
I'm going to school now.
Yeah.
I am
Like, I could just
cracking
see
up.
it.
so I do pickups. I don't like to do drop-offs because it's just so dramatic. It's just so much
Too
drama.
much. Is that a lot on you?
No,
You don't get emotional?
no.
Oh.
She's
Cheyenne's
I
like,
don't
get
wanna
the fuck
see
out of my
this.
face. I'm just kidding.
I'm not the parent that has to sit there and watch their kid cry. It's just easier if you drop and run.
Right.
Like, the longer you stay, the harder it is for the kid.
Right.
So-
like,
And
why
the
are we
harder
gonna
it is on
torture?
you.
And the harder it is for the teacher. So I'm like, you got him? All right, I'm going.
Bye. How's your week been though?
It's been good. It's been long. It's been really long.
I'm happy I'm not the only one who felt that
It's
way.
been really long. Today is my first day off.
I was gonna say because
Oh,
you're
'cause
back
you're
in
working.
filming.
I've been filming every day.
Dang, girl.
Yeah. So I'm a little drained. I'm a little depleted, but
What are you gonna do today? Are you gonna do anything for yourself, or are you just gonna lay and look at the wall?
My mom's coming out, and we're gonna go eat, and then go get Ace from school.
Nice.
That's it. I don't want to do anything.
I was going to
Sounds
take
like
the
a good
kids to
I
Dave
don't
and
wanna do-
Buster's
I
to
don't wanna
get
do
her
much.
a break.
I don't even need a break. I just,
When I say break, like
wanna
just
go
so
to
you
Dave
can
and
just like
Buster's.
lay, hey, you want to meet me at Dave and Buster's tonight?
I'm just like, I'm good.
But you just need
Your hair looks cute. You got your
Thank
hair
you.
done.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just been a long week. I just worked all week, but I'm not complaining.
blessed and highly favored. I just want to give you a shout out because we had a moment at Kyle's birthday, and I was sitting. Your house looked beautiful, by the way.
you.
And
Gorgeous.
I just remember this moment that we had, and I was sitting and talking to you, and I was like, Shy, you did that. And we were just admiring your house, and you're like, yeah, sometimes I just sit and I'm just like, I did this. And I just wanted to give you big kudos for throwing such a beautiful birthday party. Kyle, you
gorgeous.
were glowing the whole night. That smile just like imprinted in my head. But it was just
You
like,
were imprinted in my head, Shannon. Shannon
we're talking
was
about-
glowing
we're talking
and
about you.
floating too with me.
I was glowing
Trinity
and
did
floating
really
with you.
good with the makeup.
Makeup, she was great.
She was amazing, and we all looked so beautiful that
Yeah.
night. It was just a beautiful night. Your house was gorgeous.
Thank
and
you,
I
thank
just,
you.
yeah.
Y'all
It
know
was a
how
good
like
weekend. It
we've
was
had
a good weekend.
a lot of parties, and usually there's like a broken glass, by the end of the night, or like someone may be a little too tipsy, and we're like, oh, watch so and so. It was none of that. There were no broken glasses. There was like everyone made it home safe. Like everyone was good. It was all smiles.
There was actually 3 missing glasses and 2 missing plates and 1 fork, and I have no idea where they were.
I have the plate.
Of course you would.
Of course you have the plate.
I didn't.
And the fork.
Oh yeah.
Do you have 3 glasses? Because the rental
No.
company is.
I'll get the plate back.
I mean, I've already been charged for it, but I was like, I just don't understand
Where are
where
the 3 glasses?
where these things went. I have no idea.
Somebody take
Damn.
them home.
Why would someone take that home? It
Well, I
wasn't-
took the plate because I couldn't eat all my food because I was so
You would.
excited.
So it's you.
So I have
It's
a
you.
plate.
It's you.
It's you.
you.
Who
I've
owes
been on
me
a
money?
search.
I spoke too prematurely.
I've
No
been on a
missed
search
stuff.
for all these missing rentals.
And it was
Kyle.
Well,
I was like, I
the plate
took
back
the
today.
plate. I had food.
Yeah. Oh, and the food was so good.
Yeah, I really
We
liked
had
him.
Chef Cameron, who it
was good.
It was so good. It was really nice because he had his 13-year-old son there, Elijah, who was assisting him, and it was giving me flashbacks of just like working catering events with Nana and like really being in the mix as like a young teen and teenager, and it was just like it made me excited to see like what's gonna come of him and his like
Yeah, it
his
was
life.
world,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was really nice, and I thought it was like the perfect dynamic for our family too, because we are so like just on the entrepreneurial wave, just so multi-generational, and like we work together. We really believe in like empowering and teaching the youth. So it was really the perfect
Yeah, I thought it was great.
perfect
amazing.
night.
Travis, let's play the game.
Let's play a game.
Let's do it.
Let's play a game.
Okay, we're gonna play Who is the Asshole. This first one is a good one. It's a mom one,
Oh.
or it's a parent one. So, okay. Melissa invites her sister Spencer on a vacation with her family and offers to pay for it. Once they arrive, Melissa tells her she expects her to watch the kids. Spencer is mad, but Melissa reminds her it's a free trip. Who's the asshole?
I think we've had this one before.
No.
Say it again.
We
Yeah,
did
yeah.
talk about this one before.
No, we haven't done this. Okay, Melissa invites her sister Spencer on a vacation with her family and offers to pay for it. Once they arrive, Melissa tells her she expects her to help her watch her kids. Spencer is mad, but Melissa reminds her it's a free trip. Who's the asshole?
You can't expect your friend to watch your kids.
Sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, Spencer's a sister?
It's like Cheyenne invites me on a trip. It's paid for, and then we get to the trip, and Cheyenne's like,
You're the nanny.
"Hey, you're the nanny," and I'm like, "What? I
Guess
thought
what?
we
I
were
got
on
a
a
prize
trip
for you.
And she's like, "Girl, it's a free trip,
But you're
Watch
the
them
nanny.
kids."
Nah, I think that the person who paid for the trip and then expected the person who came for free to babysit their kids is the asshole.
That's wild.
It's like if you wanted a babysitter, then you could have just asked, "Hey, can I pay for your trip? And then can you watch the kids?"
Don't bribe me and say you get a free trip and then
Don't get me there and then put a whammy
guess
on me.
what?
Yeah.
You get to watch the kids.
Guess what? You're only at the kiddie pool.
That gives the option.
You don't get a margarita.
I think you have to communicate before because it's like sister might say, "Okay, I'll take the trip and watch the kids," or she might be like, "I ain't watching them kids. Y'all enjoy your trip."
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
you
I
can
don't want to come.
you can pay for someone else to come if
go.
that's what you want. So I think
Who do you think is the asshole, Trav?
Yeah, I totally agree. The bait and switch is not cool.
Yeah,
not
it's
at
definitely
all.
bait and switched.
Okay, we're all in agreement on that. That's an easy one. Okay, Paris is on a long flight and reclines her seat back. The guy behind her, Dean, is very tall and doesn't have much legroom. He asks her to raise her seat. Paris says no. Dean gets the flight attendant on his side. Who's the asshole?
Didn't we have this one before?
No, we haven't done it on here. We did it in person on our trip.
Our Tulum
Yes.
trip. That's why I'm sitting
In
here.
Tulum, I pulled up, I think,
We
probably the
played-
same
Oh my gosh,
list.
really?
That's
yeah,
why I'm like,
that's why you're like,
we
it sounds
did
familiar.
We did
But we've
this.
never done it on here, but we did it in person. And I think that Dean is the asshole. If you have long legs, book in first class or book in comfort or book in aisle seat where you can extend your legs or book an emergency seat. But if I book my seat and then someone tells me I can't lean back in the seat that's built to lean back, I'm gonna be pissed.
Like, yeah. Dean,
I think Dean.
book somewhere else.
I don't know. I think they could have both worked together a little bit better. But
So
I
you're going to put your seat up on a 16-hour flight because the person behind you has long legs?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be in a different area.
No, you're in this area.
But you're in that
You're
area.
in this area. And
Like,
Dean,
no, you're not
you
gonna-
lean back, and then the man behind you says, "I have long legs. Put your seat up." What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna ignore
What are you
him.
gonna do?
I'm put
Keep
my
my
headphones
seat.
on and
Yeah.
go to sleep.
Exactly.
Damn. Sorry,
You're gonna look at
Dean.
Dean and say, "I'm so sorry. I'm reclining. You recline too, and maybe it will help you out.
Or maybe get an extra seat and
Put your legs up."
legs up. I don't know. Do something
I don't know
else.
what fantasy world that is in, but no, I think when you are taller, you have to like plan a little bit better. Emergency aisle or the emergency row.
Yeah, like she said, like
Yeah.
comfort, first class. Do something else.
Or just know
If you're
that you're
able
about to
to.
be uncomfortable.
Yes.
right. Obviously, you've flown before, so get it together.
Dang, Dean went and got the flight attendant. Was like, "Can you check her?"
But that's crazy that the flight attendant would then look at the other person and say, "Hey, put
Can
your
you
seat
put
up."
your seat up?
No.
No, it's a
I paid for
16-hour
this
flight.
seat. I'm putting my seat back.
Yeah, the flight attendant's the real asshole.
Right. The
Yeah.
flight attendant is.
Because
Like,
they
girl,
could move either one
like,
of them.
or ask them to upgrade or something.
Or move him.
Move
but if
him.
it's a full flight, sorry, Dean.
Suck it up.
Okay. Here's the next one. And if you guys have already done this, I can try to find some new ones, but, maybe...
It's fine.
Okay.
They just sounding familiar, and I'm like,
Okay. Okay, Luke and Lindsay have been dating for a few months. One night, Lindsay asks Luke if she's the best girlfriend he's ever had. Luke replies that she's definitely in the top 3. Lindsay storms off. Luke says it was a joke. Who's the asshole?
I don't think that either one is the asshole. I think that Luke is really funny.
Lindsay
I
needs
feel
to
like
cheer
Lindsay
up.
shouldn't have just asked. If you don't want to know the answer to something, don't ask it.
Top 3 is crazy, though.
Sorry.
Just imagine asking your partner, "Am I the best you ever had?" No, you're top 3.
Top 3.
Like, damn, am I third, second, or first?
That
That
part.
means I'm second or third.
Teetering
Let's get
fourth.
real. That question was not meant. She was just looking for reassurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't give it
And
to
she
her.
didn't Made her feel real insecure.
Is he an asshole for not giving her the reassurance that she needed?
No.
I'm gonna say yes. If I don't know. I would need to know more about their relationship, and it's only been a few months, so it's like, girl, chill out. You
I
set
would
yourself
still
up.
feel some type of way. Like, fuck.
Top 3 is wild.
That's wild. Like, shit. Yeah. Where am I? Am I first?
Well, apparently
if you
you're
were
not first.
so you're like
So
second
you're
or-
either you're basically
second or
telling me I'm
third.
second
He
or
wouldn't-
third.
No, that
Oh,
means
that
you're
is true.
third because if you were top two, he'd say top two.
Dang, that's
He
you're
said
three.
top
It's
three.
definitely an
Three.
asshole-ish response,
Very much.
but I don't
so.
think he's an asshole.
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
she's not an asshole.
I hope he was
either.
laughing when he said it instead of being like top three. Wow.
That's wild.
Okay, it's Cece's wedding reception, and they've paid to have an open bar for their guests. The bartender, Jess, puts out a tip jar. Cece offers her money to put it away so the guests won't feel pressured. Jess is annoyed by the request. Who's the asshole?
I think the bartender has to respect
Her wishes.
the wishes of who
The
is
bride.
being like who's paying for it. So if
Yeah.
I'm paying for my wedding and I want an open bar, that means I've already paid for all the alcohol. I get that you're a bartender. I've been a bartender. I want to be tipped. But if the client is also offering me
to
the
put
tip
money- yeah.
to put my tip jar away, then I have to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree with that, where it's like you have to respect the wishes of the people who are paying. But also, I've been in those situations, and it's always awkward when like you're a guest and you still want a tip and you don't see a tip jar. And it's there's no pressure, but it's like, hey, where can I put this?
Can I?
I
give
still
you
like you
something?
still want a tip because you may really enjoy the drink. So it's also like I could understand the
Gives you an
bartender's
option.
frustration, but also like you have to respect the.
I mean, I definitely understand the bartender's frustration
Yeah.
because most times you make your money through tips.
yeah.
Right. And
It's-
you're getting all the extra.
Right. But if your client is like, I don't want a tip jar out, here's your tip.
Here it is.
Especially if
Put
they
it away,
calculate
sir.
your tip based off of an open bar, like if they give you 18% based off of that open bar, or 20% or 22%, like that's a nice
It's a nice
tip. So take that tip
Around
and do your job.
Enjoy your night.
Serve drinks, sir.
Right. Maybe you get little tips under the table, but to have a
But
hissy
don't
fit.
have it. Don't have it out.
You
Yeah,
don't
you
need the
gotta respect what
signage.
people want.
Yeah.
The visual.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, when you say the guests won't feel pressure, let's be honest, there's going to be a little bit of pressure.
To give a
And
tip.
They've
Yeah.
probably discussed, like, they should have discussed this before, like what the protocol is, but the customer is always right.
Do you guys feel awkward when you go to get a service? So let's say you go get your eyebrows done, and then the person does your eyebrows, right? And then you go to check out, and then they look at you and say, do you want to add a tip? Do you feel pressured to add a tip?
Yes.
Not always, but I think that's just because I've like frequented areas where tipping is like, it's just not part of the culture. So,
But if it's the same person who did the service on you, not somebody different checking you out. If it's the same person who did the service and then they check you out also,
I do want to add a tip.
do you want to add a tip? Do you feel more obligated to add a tip because you're now staring
staring at the person
at
who
the
did the
person who
service
did
for
the
you?
service for you?
I don't feel like pressure. I think like despite what I just said, when I do get those kind of services, I automatically do tip.
Yeah.
Um,
But
That's not the question.
do you feel even more obligated if the
Nah.
person who did the service is like, if it's, do you want to add a tip?
no, but it's also like you should have better customer service. Like,
But why is that bad customer service?
I don't think
I don't think that's bad. I
Oh,
think
it's
that's
not
it's
that
just
it's
like
bad,
you're
but
getting,
it's
you
like
want to,
pressure. Like let
So
people
it
do
is
what they're gonna
pressure.
do.
it's a little pressure.
Let people do what they're
I
gonna
always
do.
walk away after, like, when my clients are getting ringed up, I'm like, okay, we'll have a great day. And then I hear the tip, I'm like,
Have an even better day.
I'll see y'all.
No, so like my brow tech, it's like the little machine thing, and I pay, and then when it comes up for the tip thing, she does walk away.
Yeah.
And then she's like, make sure you send yourself a receipt or whatever. So I feel like she
She's like,
gives me
finish the prompt.
I feel like she
Right,
gives me
right.
the space to figure it out. But I was somewhere the other day where I got a service done, and then the same person who did the service was checking me out, and they were like, do you want to add a tip? And I feel like they were staring into my soul when they
That's
asked
what it
me.
feels, yeah. You're like,
And
yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
shit. You know,
And like, even if I was going to tip or not, it's just still so much pressure in that moment.
It's a
of, like-
different-
and then they were staring to see if I going to click 15, 18, 22. And I was,
they were watching
or
you.
custom. And I'm like, damn, can I hit the custom button? Like, they were watching me.
do you guys tip when you get something to go?
It depends on where I'm at.
Yeah, I feel like it all depends.
Okay. What does it depend on? Like,
Where does it depend on? So there's certain restaurants that I know pay their staff based off of tips. So like if I get something to go and I'm in person at like John and Vinny's, I do tip them because I know on their receipts when I eat in, it shows that their staff is paid with those tips.
Oh, okay.
Like their kitchen staff. So like for that I would tip. But like if I go and get food from like somewhere else, like Chipotle, I'm not tipping.
Yeah, I know. There's some places I will and won't. I'm like, why am I tipping you? What did you just like? What do you just do?
Tipping is, I feel like, one of those things out here, like you said, like there's some countries and places you go to where a tip is like
it's an insult.
It's an insult, and then here it's like people are like, you didn't tip me.
Yeah.
Like it's a problem, you know? But it also depends on where you're at and where you're at. Like when I lived in Virginia and I was a waitress, I was making $2 an hour.
You should definitely tip your people. Commonwealth.
A Commonwealth. So it was $2 an hour. So everybody already knew that out there. So they knew we made our money off of tips.
Okay, so they knew.
Yeah.
You're
so
gonna
you
thrive,
got. I made the most tips out there, but that was really my paycheck. So I just think it depends on where you're at. You just have to know where you're at. When you guys do like DoorDash or Instacart or Postmates, do you add a tip on there?
I do.
Mm-hmm. I've seen the videos on World Star where people don't add a tip, and then the drivers be throwing the food at them.
No, I add a tip.
I always add a little something. Some of the tipping that they suggest is a little wild, and I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, I think you have to check it because sometimes the tip will be based off of the entire
amount.
total,
Yeah.
which includes like the delivery fees and everything.
Yeah.
So you
I always custom my
have
tip.
to be mindful, but it's also like if the person is communicating with me really well, like I'll tip them a little extra because I do appreciate them like communicating
Do
and
you
doing the
tip
extra
your
steps.
Uber drivers?
I do.
I haven't Ubered
If I
in
like
so
our
long.
conversation. If they tell me a good story, I might be like, ooh.
$5. You get 10.
No, seriously. Like,
I feel like tipping is just so.
ooh, when you guys get
It's gotten even more heightened, I feel like, over the years.
if you get a manicure and a pedicure and you have two different people and your pedicure person goes way further on the services than your manicurist, do you tip them the same or different?
different.
Yeah, I do too. And I feel like sometimes they'd be like, they'll like look at me and I'm like, I don't know, I give them cash tips. I'd be like, here you go.
I'd be hiding it.
Yeah, I fold
Me
mine.
too.
All right, Trav, let's do another one.
Tipping's a lot.
Okay, let's do another one. This one's totally ridiculous.
Love it.
Petunia works at the front desk of a hospital. A
Oof.
man named John walks in with a miniature horse, which he says is an emotional support animal. Petunia says he can't bring the horse into the hospital. John says it's an unfair policy. Who's the asshole?
First
Petunia.
of all, why
Petunia
are we
let
calling
the man have his little horse.
the little horse a little horse and not a pony? What's the difference?
A little horse.
Because there are miniature horses.
Ponies are different, aren't they?
Damn.
A miniature horse is a full-grown horse that's just mini.
And then there's ponies, and ponies don't
First
they
of
look
all,
different?
I
Wait,
wanna know
can a horse be a...
a support. I think anything because you can have an emotional support pig. You can have like birds. Like there's different reasons, but I want to know where they live. First of all,
Petunia,
where-
let that man bring his mini horse in.
No, that's not sanitary.
Well, then how is a dog?
How's a dog? How is any
I've
other
never seen
animal
a-
sanitary?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Because dogs aren't saying in the hospital. Why are you bringing the dog in there?
This is ridiculous.
Bring
You're
the
right,
damn
Travis.
horse. Come on, Petunia.
This one is ridiculous. Travis, what do you think?
He's laughing.
I'm having a hard time processing this one. I feel like we've got to acknowledge just some social norms here that
Yeah, like, where
a
is
miniature
this?
horse like
It's wild.
is going to impact your surroundings too much. Like we gotta
Yes.
weigh it out. Yeah, it's an emotional support animal. Great. Like want you to be supported, but it's also coming at a cost to the greater public.
I just want to know: does he ride this horse? Does he just walk around with the horse?
What
Does
kind
the
of
horse
car?
ride in the car?
What kind
How
of
did
car
you get
do you
here?
have to have a horse? Like, do you have a carriage in the back? Like,
Oh,
I want to
my
know
God.
what
Like,
state
yeah,
you
do you
live
have a-
in.
Now I want to
trailer?
Google, like, what are the like the
Is that real?
most
anyone
rare
really
socially. What are they called? What are they called?
Emotional support
emotional
animals.
support animals.
Does anyone have an emotional support animal that is not a dog, cat, or bird? Please reach out.
People bring their birds? Never mind. Shut up.
I'm not people in this situation. That's why I'm asking.
I know you have a social. I know you have a support animal, Kyle.
I'm looking it up.
I'm just
I'm about to
kidding.
fight you.
I know you are. That's
I've
why I'm
actually looked
looking.
into support
Emotional
animals for like
support
anxiety,
animals
social
can
anxiety.
include dogs, cats, horses, rabbits, ferrets, birds, monkeys, bearded dragons,
What about a lemur?
pigs.
And pigs, yeah. I know someone who has to have a little pig support animal.
I want to leave.
Okay, wait. I have a personal question about who's the asshole. I have a dog. It's a lab, 80-pound lab. I love her so much. And I know I have a friend who is terrified of this dog. And I totally get it. What's hard for me is when this friend wants to come over, I'm like, well, what do I do? Do I lock my dog in my room? Like, you got to know if you're coming over, there's going to be a dog. Mm-hmm. How do you, who's the asshole in that scenario, and how should it be handled?
I think that if you know that friend is going to come over, just out of, I guess,
Like
put the
courtesy
dog
and
courtesy,
respect,
like
yeah.
you can put your dog away for a few hours. No,
I think
This
so.
is the dog's house.
I'm also curious to know why are they so
Why are
scared
they
of
so
a Labrador
scared?
that is so
This
like
is the dog's house. I'm not putting my
dog
up.
away.
This is his or her house. So if you want to
that
come
how you-
over, you need to know that you're gonna have to get over your fear of dogs, or invite me
to
out. Invite me
Yeah.
to
Invite
your
me somewhere
house.
else.
Invite me somewhere else.
Yeah, that's sort of how I feel.
Travis,
you don't even want him?
You may be the asshole.
You might be the asshole. I mean, you can't.
Travis is like, this
Travis
is my
said,
dog's
"Yeah,
house.
that's how I feel."
That is so funny. I don't know. I was raised with like outdoor dogs, so it's like I don't know.
Well, I've also seen other people who already know that their animal is a problem. Like I went to
And they'll just
somebody's
put it
house
away.
for glam one time, and she put her cat away because she knew that her cat would be like all over the place or not that friendly with other people. So she was like, she felt horrible because she loves her cat dearly. And she was like, that's her baby. But she knew that during glam that she had to put
Yeah, if the
her
animal is
away.
a problem, for sure. If the animal is not a problem and it's just you have a fear, great. Just know that
You're gonna conquer
you're-
your fear over here.
if you're gonna come over, there's gonna be a dog.
I feel like there is a big difference between a dog that you know
than
is
a
not
cat.
friendly
And a
versus a dog that is extremely
Right.
friendly and someone that just has a fear. And I think it can go both ways. I think you can either put your dog away,
Yeah.
or you could be like, this is the dog's house, and if you come over, you're gonna have to get over this fear.
Or I'll just put my dog. Just be aware. This is where the dog is.
So what do you do now when they come over?
They haven't come over in a long time.
Do you even like this person?
Oh yeah. I mean, one of
Well,
my
the
best friends.
first time they came over, did they ask you to put the dog away?
I don't think so. I think they were just sort of like terrified and then wanted to leave. And I'm like, I get it. Like I
Oh, wow.
respect
Wait, Travis,
that.
so they don't feel comfortable in your home.
Well, Travis said
And-
that it's the dog's home, okay?
Look, it's the dog's
That's
home.
wild.
The dog's
Travis.
here longer than this person visiting.
I would definitely, if you like this person and you're like, hey, I really want you to come over, like, you really must not like this person.
Why is that?
Because you don't care
Because you don't
enough
care enough
to be
put
like,
the dog
to put
away.
the
Maybe
dog
put my dog away
away.
for a
Because
few
you can for
hours.
sure put the dog in your bedroom for a little bit and put on dog TV or like, I don't know,
we
but
know what Shannon's doing with her cat when someone comes over. Here's some cat TV for you, girl. That is hilarious.
I don't think that that's bad.
what?
I don't think that Travis is bad.
You're not bad. I'm just
I
wondering.
mean, I don't think he's the asshole.
I don't
I'm
think their
not
friend's
forcing
the asshole.
anybody- I'm not forcing my friend to come over or saying like you shouldn't have a problem.
Like, there's so many other options that you can do before this person has to come over and you have to put your animal away. Like,
Yeah, I'm just-
I get that.
If you want to come over, there is going to be a dog. That's all I'm saying.
Well, they did come over and they did see the
Then
dog,
they were
and they have
scared.
not been back.
And they left
Exactly.
out of fear. I think it's just funny that you know that they're scared and you're like,
Shannon wants to call you an asshole. She's just not doing it. I can see it all over her face. Shannon, just tell Travis he's an asshole.
I think you're the asshole.
I knew it.
In this situation.
too.
I think you are.
I think you're a rightful dog owner.
But back to this emotional support pony or little horse.
So
They're crazy.
If anyone out here has an emotional support animal, that is not a dog or cat.
I want a bearded
Holler.
I want a bearded
Bearded
dragon.
dragon.
I'm very curious, like a bird. Like, how do you go out in public with that bird and like train the bird to
I've
really
seen it.
stay?
Haven't you seen it?
I've seen it, but I'm like, what does that training look like? But like a
not fly
horse,
away?
a little horse. I'm so curious because it's like, how do you travel
travel
with your little horse? Like, you really?
must have
I'm not laughing, but I'm like, it's genuine curiosity of like your lifestyle.
my
I feel would have
God.
to change according to having this little horse. Shut up.
All right. Do you guys have WTFs or anything you'd like to share this week?
Sorry, I don't know why I'm making that face.
I'm trying to think. Travis, do you have a WTF or anything you'd like to share this week?
Well, my WTF is that I wanted to come over to R's birthday, but like a 90-year-old man, I pinched a nerve in my back and couldn't get off the couch.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
was
laughing.
a really sad text to receive.
But what?
How did you do it?
Well,
That's what Cheyenne asked earlier. She was like,
okay, if I tell you, this is going to backfire on me about the conversation we just had, but
Is it about the dog?
Please tell us.
I'm cracking up.
my neighbor's dog, I'll give the medium length
Not
story.
the.
My neighbor, let's be honest.
You're
not-
scared of your neighbor's dog.
No, not my neighbor's not a good dog owner and leaves this dog home for like 8 hours at a time with the lights off and whatever. So
At night?
yeah, at night too. So out of like concern for this dog, my girlfriend and I bring the dog over to our place just to like give it some attention. And
Does your neighbor know you do this?
Right.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just pictured y'all sneaking in and getting this man's
I'm
dog.
like, this is crazy.
You're-
All right.
What kind of life
So
you
we
live?
had the neighbor's dog over, and my dog got in a scuffle with the neighbor's dog, and I jumped up off the couch to grab my 80-pound Labrador off of this dog, pulled this dog off, which, by the way, this is totally out of character,
I'd be scared of your dog too. I'm just kidding.
and hurt my back.
So are both dogs okay?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of dog is the other
Wait,
dog?
so you jumped?
I jumped up off the couch and pulled the 80-pound dog off of the
Can
other.
we get a name for your dog?
Rivington.
Rivington. So
I don't want to come
Rivington,
over because I'm scared of Rivington.
Rivington was on top of your neighbor's dog. What
Yeah.
kind of dog is
What's your
your neighbor
neighbor's
have?
dog's name?
Gus.
What
And
kind
Gus
of-
is a little bit smaller.
Rivington done
Rivington!
attacked Gus.
I'm just picturing Travis going, Rivington, get off of Gus. Rivington.
So I guess you're not going to dog sit anymore.
Can't dog sit anymore. That's happened a few times where I like try to.
Where
jump up-
Rivington is
The aggressor?
aggressor?
Yeah, I mean,
Travis! And you're
This is
over
so
here
great.
talking about
Travis, you tried to act like Rivington was
It's just
all
a little
sweet
angel.
and pure.
guys. Rivington is the purest, sweetest angel in the world.
Rivington just
obviously
attacked Gus.
not.
You
You,
know what?
hurt your back over Rivington.
Gus was a little envious that Rivington has such loving
Loving parents.
that, and Rivington had to like put him in check for a second.
Oh, this is the best thing I've heard. This is so great. You would have a fucking dog named Rivington.
That attacks little dogs.
Named Gus. Who named the dog?
My girlfriend.
Oh,
We gotta meet her. I was really looking forward to
Me
seeing you and your
too.
girlfriend
Me
this
too.
weekend.
I was so disappointed when I got that text. I
Boo.
said, girls,
And it's all fucking
Guys.
Rivington's fault.
I was telling Alana, my girlfriend, I was like, we're going tonight. We're going. And she's like, you can't get off that couch. Try to get off that couch. If you can get off, we'll go. And I couldn't get up. And I was like, but I want to go.
Travis is like, this is my moment.
Oh my God. We'll have another party or just dinner
we'll
or
just do
just
dinner.
afternoon where you guys can come over.
Yeah.
Leave Rivington at home.
That is so funny. This is
Anyone
great.
else?
I
This
think
is
my
really great.
advice, which I did this week, is if you haven't, and this is serious, like if you haven't moved your body or like done any exercise, I would suggest to do that. I did yoga this week and I obviously haven't been moving my body in the right way because all these older women were like, hiya, la, 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 and I was like, and I couldn't do any of these yoga moves. So I would suggest to do some yoga, Pilates, or
Just a little
get to the gym.
stretch.
Just a little stretch.
A little stretchy stretch.
You know, get your body going. Get your juices flowing.
Ooh, go Shannon.
Okay.
What you got for us, Shy?
My advice is stand outside for an hour in the sun. That's what my doctor told me to do.
That's good advice.
Okay, that's all I got.
I love that.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
What you got? Stand outside and stretch. Add on to Shannon.
Yes, I love that.
Let's see. Can you add on to ours?
Yes, and include a moment of stillness. Sometimes you need to just be still after you stretch or before you stretch, just to like take it all in, allow your thoughts to
Outside.
process, allow your messages to be received by your brain, and like to sometimes purge, you know, in terms of just, I'm here to release and be still, and then stretch
outside.
outside.
Outside for an
An
hour.
hour.
All right. That's our
Barefoot.
advice this
Barefoot.
Okay, we're
Touch
still
the
going.
ground.
That's
Grounding.
our advice this week. Thanks for tuning in to another week of Think Loud Crew podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and to help us continue to grow our crew. You can follow me at Shy Not Shy.
You can follow me at R. Kyle Lynn.
And you can follow me at Hair by Shannon C.
And don't forget to tell your crew about
Our crew.